YouTube, hello. We are back playing more Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance today. We are navigating the labyrinth of Dracula's castle right now. YouTube, remember to do those things that YouTube likes for you to do. Remember, you can come hang out with us on Discord. And the next time I see you, we're going to be playing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Bye. All right, we're back. So yeah, we're just trying to find where we've not been yet in the game. We're missing some items. We're definitely missing like pieces of Dracula. Gotta collect all his bits. Can't go that way, but we can go this way. We can't go further up. I remember that from when we played before. Save in there. Ow. Normal skeleton. Oh, wait, so hold on. That's the... Huh, that's from the entrance. That's so weird. I don't know. This doesn't like make a lot of sense. We've talked about this already with this particular game. Like the map is weird and is kind of, it doesn't really, oh fuck, wait. And it doesn't like super make sense. It's a little hard to navigate. But I'm hoping what we can do today is sort of map out what we need. I might have to do some Google Kung Fu later about whether or not I need to go back to the room that has the sorry, the decorating items, or like the empty room that needed the decorating stuff. Because I'm interested to see, like, one, because I know you need all the fucking interior decorating outfits, or outfits, like items, to get the better ending, which is apparently like not that big a deal from what I've heard. That it's not like it's not like a significant change. I guess it just sort of makes a character react a certain way. It looks like you can go down from in here, right? Because like there's this stuff here. Not really done anything yet. Like, doesn't this feel like there's another level? Like below this? Just from the way that it's sort of designed. I do think that maybe I goofed something up, because like the fact that I can't really sorry, like the fact that I went in that direction and I couldn't go up. What am I meant to do with you guys? What are you guys like? Raisin, hi! Thank you for the resub. Welcome, welcome. We're in Dracula's castle still. It's hard to see where we're supposed to go. Ow. Good, I haven't missed the entire game. No. We made a lot of progress yesterday. Sort of in spite of ourselves. But it was kind of dumb, like what made the progress happen. Like straight up, I fought a boss and then like we wandered around for like an hour because I couldn't figure out where to go from there rather. And am I gonna have to do all these fucking puzzles again in order? No, right? That was just for items. I think I can leave. Yeah, I think I can leave just fine. But it was truly like we were wandering around and there was no. Oh, I am gonna have to do the puzzles again. No. Well, I couldn't move on from there. But truly, there was nowhere to go. So, but it was something where like there was a room that was empty, and then I went back to that empty room after fighting a boss, and then story happened, and like we were allowed to progress, and I was like, that's really stupid that just happened. Ow. What if you never went to the room again? Right? Yeah, that was the thing that was stupid about it. I was like, well, what if I, like, was like, well, I don't need to go there. That room's empty. You know? Like, that's a logical, like, thing to do in a game like this. You're like, okay, well, I don't want to waste my time going into a room I've already been into. Right, so like I had to like queue up a cutscene by going into a room. Which I thought was kind of silly, but... Whoa! See, like, what a good enemy, what a cool enemy. Oh, and then his legs are separate? Yeah! All right, Castlevania. But yeah, you didn't really miss too much. Maxim was like, I think I'm too dumb to... Why is there a platform here? Yeah, like Maxim was like, oh no, I got hurt and I'm stupid. Here, take my bracelet so you can unlock doors. And then we found Liddy, and Liddy's like, is Maxim with you? And we're like, no. Like... And then she got abducted by Death. So Death is not our buddy. I was sick because I've been sleeping every day after work, and I have a sinus cold, and it's dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, just make sure you're resting. Get your rest. I've also decided to just be reunited with my icicle throwing star here. It's fine. I've been drinking so much water. That's good. getting nice and hydrated. That's important. I am so hydrated despite not feeling like it. What do I do in here? Why did this need to open? Wait, but why? What's the point? Wait. Why did you have me open that up if there's nothing in here? Dude. Okay, I don't know, game. I did what you wanted, I guess. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Well, that's okay. I guess we can go up now to that other area that's unexplored. Jeez, that's stupid. Why have me break it? Ow. Why even have me break it? If there's nothing there, why was that a thing I could do? See, like that. Okay, so it's that, like, that was what happened yesterday, where there was like a room with nothing in it, and then the game was like, you know, there's nothing here, and then I went and did something, and then I had to wander around. I promise that the next Castlevania game that we play will not be as, like, brain-numbing as this one is. Because this one is, like, making me, like, I'm getting angry a little bit here at this point. Because, like, something like that, right? Like, where it's like, oh, sick. I got the thing that lets me open the door. Like, I got the thing that lets me open the door. And then you go and open the door and there's nothing there. Is, like, crazy. That's wild. Like, for a game like this, who, like, that's the purpose of the video game. Is to unlock ways to open barriers or doorways, and then do that, and then you do that, and then for the game to be like, oh cool, you open that up, there's nothing in here, and like maybe it's like the sort of thing where like I need an item and like I use the item in that room, but like I've seen nothing to tell me I need to do that, right? It's just weird. It's a strange game. Maybe they forgot to put something there. Maybe Maxim's supposed to be there. And then we lost him. Hideo! Stop hitting me. Maybe you got, yeah, right? Like that's what I've learned so far is like, okay, if at first if it doesn't make sense, maybe you gotta fight a boss and then backtrack to that room. Man, everyone taking all these hits. Save room. It will save here. I found out that you can pardon Sisyphus. Technically didn't do a lot of bad things. He just ratted out Zeus. Oh yeah, that was like I just remember Sisyphus's punishment. I don't remember what he did. That's why I had to look it up. Yeah. I'm excited to play more Hades. Victory armor. Oh, we fought one of those before, I think. I truly like... the problem is I don't know who he chained up in game canon. Oh yeah, because it's either you just said it's Thanatos or Hades. Man, that just led to nothing, huh? Okay. Okay, that was pretty flarkin' cool. Oh, the zombie mode? Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I'm one heart away from Than becoming my forever roommate. Oh, cool. So like he'll help you pay rent and stuff. That's pretty rad. What a he'll clean up Zag's room for him. We had 2 magics and 2 punishers. Yeah, Punisher I found out I think is probably pretty good. I haven't used him yet, but like there gets to be a point on like higher difficulties where meleeing the bosses is hard, and having Punisher is pretty great. He gave me an immortal mouse plush to summon death on my enemies. It's a nice gift. That's what I'm gonna ask Santa Claus for. Ours did literally nothing. Oh no. Whoever designed the map, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. We didn't win. It works the same way as Call for Aid, except that it's single use. Oh, okay. Back to the ice summon. It's good. I don't know. I've tried out other things, and the ice summon was the thing that like it hasn't disappointed me, you know. All right, so I guess we need to go to where I saw that boss door. Their bonus for giving gods enough nectar. You get a powerful single summon. PC should be up and running tomorrow. Hell yeah, that's so exciting. Oh, well, we got a helmet. See, like, there's a lot of where, like, there's armor you can pick up. And, like, that's cool, because that's not really in Circle of the Moon. Like, if we're just comparing this, like, flat to Circle of the Moon, like, it's neat that, like, there's armor pieces and stuff. But at the same time, like, man, oh man, another teleporter. Okay. So what's... Huh. Okay. I see, like, I feel like any other game, right? You find the teleporter, You find, like, the means to move around the map, right? That should be exciting. And when it happens in this game, I'm like, oh, fuck, another thing I have to think about. Another thing I have to remember. There's so many doors. Yeah, there's, like, too many doors. I guess we'll go down, and then there's a boss arena over here. Yeah, there's too many. That's. I think that's a perfect way to describe this game, is that it's a game with way too many doors. All right, boss fight. Oh, this guy's back. Oh! He's huge! Talos! Speaking of Greek mythology, look, it's Talos. Oh, wait, okay. All right, we're okay. Just keep attacking his leg. That's a 6 skill banner. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Okay. All right. Well, now I'm behind him. That sounds like a terrible idea. I feel like I don't want to be behind him. Yep. Fuck. That was a mistake. All right, we're gonna go this way. I don't remember Talos being so stocky. Oh, he's got to fit in the cave, you know? Full helmet. All right. I don't know if that helps me at all, but... You do! Okay, there's that. We know that's there now. All right. So what exactly was the plot of this game again? There's Just and Maxim, and they're here for stuff. Okay, so... our initial reason for coming to this castle was that our childhood friend, Liddy, was taken here. And as it turns out, it might have been... or as we found out, the whole reason the castle's even here is because Maxim was concerned, I guess, about our destiny as the vampire killer. And he was like, I didn't want you to have to shoulder that burden. That's why I took the pieces of Dracula. All right, we can't go in there because we can't breathe. So this is... So he summoned Dracula's castle. Yeah, essentially, he gathered the pieces of Dracula's essence to use its power to like free us of our obligation, I guess, which is silly. Like, right? I think like Ix yesterday was saying like it's like I feel bad for you. That's why I summoned the devil. Like, you know, and so yeah, the whole reason the castle's even here is because of Maxim. And him possessing the artifacts of Dracula have essentially it kind of sounds like Maxim is maybe a little jealous of us also. If I'm honest, it's very stupid that the plot is more or less like, oh yeah, your friend didn't want you to have to like fight the forces of darkness for your entire life. So he summoned the forces of darkness. Is essentially like what so we thought we should fight them today instead. No, he said something like I did it to like use the power of the artifacts to free you essentially from your obligation. Like he wanted to like make a wish essentially on he wanted to make a wish on Dracula's eyeballs and fingernails. We didn't train, and Dracula is not a genie. No. And I imagine any kind of wish that you would get from Dracula, like if Dracula was going to use his, you know, dark powers. Oh no, now oh, god damn it. I'm going to save before, because I keep ending up, I don't know how I even ended up behind him that time. Toughest boss we've run into, though. I don't know if maybe Hideo is not the answer in there. Like he's doing consistent damage, but it's kind of not. You fucked us, Maxim, and you were terrible at it. He's like, you know, he meant well, but he meant well, but good lord. Let's go ahead and put that raises. Do I want an elemental attack? Maybe fire attacks? I have no idea. Hi, princess. Yeah, when your best friend tries to help you and now he's made it infinitely worse. Yeah. What is that's like a. Oh wait, let's do that. This makes the shield, right? Oh. Nope. Just in case. That sword is hideous. Oh, it's not. It's no longer in use. It's been revoked. Oh, okay. I have to remember he, like, fakes you out. Is that it? That can't have been it. Yeah. All right. Thanks, boss. But yeah, Maxim, just from everything I've seen, he's pretty but dumb, you know? What do I do here? There's obviously shit to do. Man, this... Is there an item? See, like that, this makes me think I should have an item. Right? Like, I should have, like, a high jump item or something. And, I haven't found one. So, like, what am I to do here? With no high jump item. There's probably something in here. That's like a high jump item. That I need to look around for. Max a moron? Yeah, he is a moron. He's a himbo. You know, like in himbo recognize himbo. I get it. I get it, man. There are a lot of times where I attempt to do something nice for my friends, and I also goof it up. But I've never goofed it up that bad, Maxim. Maxim, I've never goofed it up that bad. Where I'm like summoning demons and shit. Oh, hello, merchant. No, I'm glad you're here, because I have a lot of money, and I need items. How can that guy attack you off screen? Because he's cheating. That's why. It always bothers me that he is himbo, but she is not shimbo. Floodgate key was used. Immense water drained away somewhere. Okay, so I know where that is. Cool. That might be the first time that this game has actually, like, had the, like, aha kind of moment happen. Ah, like... So that was like over. Ow, cool. That was over there. You want a hint card? That's hint number 1. Okay, so we need to go down. Or no, it's... Where was the water again? It's like after this room. Man, this I gotta tell you, I think I could have forgiven more of like the things that happen in this game, like with this game, if it had any of like the classic Castlevania music in it, and like it doesn't, and that's such a bummer. Like I haven't heard, even like when we were like in the clock tower, there's like a pretty famous piece of music made for the series called Clock Tower, and I don't think that played while we were in the clock tower. So like that's weird to me that like maybe they were trying something. Also not gone up here yet. This doesn't feel like there's anything to grab here though. Oh, drumstick. All right, so then we can go in here, and this is, yeah. Oh, now are we just on the other side of that? Okay. I don't understand why that has to be sequestered off, but that's fine. What do I know? No, but I promise we'll play one of the better Castlevanias after this. Like if and when another Castlevania arm plates, cool. Okay. Yeah, if and when we play another Castlevania, we'll play one of the more well-received ones. I guess we could play the other Soma Cruz game. Because there is another game with Soma. We did like him. See, Soma was the dum-dum in he was the himbo in his game. Oh my god. Ugh. Dude, stop. I will just, look, I don't have to fight you guys. I will just avoid you. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, did I just figure it out? Yeah. Stop. Ow. Quit it. I'll just ignore you. I don't care. Dude, I will just ignore you. I don't care. Another boss already. Oh. Shit. I don't know if I'm ready to fight death. So this is where you were. Return Liddy to me. Fear not, that maiden is now with Maxim. But why? Leave Liddy out of this. The maiden will play an essential role in the completion of this castle. What do you mean by that? The castle is in a transient state and preparing for my lord's resurrection. However, the castle is not complete until these two castles have merged. In short, we must be rid of your dear friend's spirit. Maxim is a man of great strength. Not a lot of brains. He's not very smart, that Maxim. But he's a man of great strength. He won't do what you say. He was born my lord, so of course he knows ways to reinforce his power. Something is dear to you, its effect on you becomes immeasurable. Surely not. Not Liddy's blood. Stay away from her. But do not interfere. Now I will extinguish the candle of your soul. Please let this work like every other enemy where I can just spam. Oh my god. Just kidding. Hey, I don't know. I should maybe move away from here. Yeah, you like this? Somewhere there exists a mechanism for draining the caves. Are we draining the cave in here, huh? Man, he's just letting me hit him, huh? Does he have 2 phases? Usually he has 2 phases. Whoa! That's kind of cool. All right. I don't have anything. I got no magic. So I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. He has so many ribs. I know. He loves them. He can't get enough ribs, dude. That like makes me think about that there's a lot of things that I've said makes me think about this, but that's probably because it was such a prevalent part of my childhood. But something having like too many bones or like too many like, can I like get on his back or something? Hell yeah, dude. Okay, here we go. I just think of Invader Zim, like oh my gosh, look how healthy you look. So full of organs. Like when he steals the organs from the kids in his class. Those sickles look like witch shoes. Oh, yeah, a little bit. Oh, he juked me. The Harvest episode, I like that one. This is a strange boss. This boss has gotten a little weird. Hey, Death, can we... You're too late. The castles will soon begin to merge together. That's literally the episode where I was like, this show is weird. I love it. I like that one, and I like the Santa Claus one, because it has, or like the Christmas one that has like bow down to the power of Santa. How do you like that one? I think about that a lot also. I think about bow down to the power of Santa a lot as well. Griffin wing. All right, no, don't turn shit off because we need this. Griffin's wing. By pressing down, up, and jump. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Also, Zim being alert. That and the lice one were freaky good ones. That and Zim being allergic to rain. That was good too. Yeah. Dude, this guy just blocking. Okay, thanks. All right, now that we have the Griffin wing, that makes our life a little bit easier. It opens up a ton of the castle to us, actually. Oh, and the one where Gerd cleans out his left leg and he puts tuna in it. Mmm. So what do we do there? That looks like we have to go like all the way around. Even more doors, yeah. Luckily, though, like by doing this, we can this helps ultimately, because that's sort of been the issue with a lot of our exploration, like in this particular leg of the game, is like there's just tall barriers that we can't get over, and there's a lot of them. And like now I think we'll be able to like not only bypass those barriers, but also like open things up so that it's not an issue anymore. Like this, like we can go in here now. Hell yeah. Okay, so that opens that up. I was kind of hoping that would open that up like permanently and I could like hit a button or something and that would eliminate the pillar, but that's okay. What this actually does is, one, it lets us backtrack to the beginning of the castle pretty easily, which is good. And there's a bunch of shit that we can pick up now. This is all good. This is good. This is good. It is more doors. It is technically more doors, which we don't love. But, like, this does make, like, flat traversal much easier in this, so. I forgot there was an Invader Zim fanfic that I needed to finish. I have almost all the recent Zim comics. I'm just missing volume 10. Oh. I used to read a lot of like Jonan Vasquez comics. Like I read Johnny. I would read Johnny, the Homicidal Maniac. I read all of those, or at least the ones of those I could get my hands on. They were actually in my library at school, which I don't think they should have been. I don't know if maybe that was something that shouldn't have been in my school library, but they were, and I read a good chunk of them. I love his art style. I think it's cool. Yeah, he has a really interesting art style. All right, open this up. So right at the gate from here, I think we can go down and around to that big space to our right. And get some goodies. And then we can actually backtrack to that area we started out in today, and now we can use that to get back to the beginning of the castle, and we can kind of do a sweep through the castle. I've seen him draw on stream before. Seeing experienced artists draw as fast and it looks as natural as breathing. Oh yeah. The Comic-Con that I go to will sometimes have like live drawing. And like they'll have a camera pointed at their canvases and stuff, and it's really interesting. Said when people constantly try and make things perfect. Yeah. What is your go-to order for Chinese food? Ooh. Whoa! Hammer, hammer! Is this a mini boss? And he drops Flea Man? Don't. Oh, he knocked me. Ah! Vegetable lo mein, breaded shrimp, chicken fried rice. I will usually do like an orange chicken or a General Tso's or a sesame chicken. Skull key. I do like lo mein on it. You guys also, you can't fucking talk about Chinese food because then I'll want it, and I know that Katie is like got plans for what we're making for what we're doing for dinner already, and I can't just be like, hey honey, fuck that. Chat was talking about Chinese food, so we need to do that instead. Sorry. We'll usually get like but I'll usually get like a dumpling of some kind, pot stickers, right? Especially if they do like a pan-fried one instead of like a boiled one or steamed one, because the pan-fried pot stickers are absolutely fucking delicious. Gotta get egg roll too, right? Egg rolls like, are you even doing it? Are you even eating Chinese food if you haven't got an egg roll? With crispy bottoms. Yeah. I don't think I want to be down here. Well, I guess I could take the very long way. No, we don't need to do that. You told us to stop talking about it. Now! I know. Look, Chinese food is like my, like chop suey, like takeaway Chinese food is maybe one of my favorite things in the whole world. And like, I know it's not authentic, right? Like, I know like chop suey is very like, you know, I wish I could have Chinese food right now. One time we had Chinese food at work and a coworker from Hong Kong looked at it really bewildered. Well, because like, you know, chop suey or like, you know, North Americanized Chinese food is not at all like authentic. It's really not. I have no idea what chop suey is aside from, so that's like what you would call like takeout Chinese food is technically like the word for it is chop suey, because it's like gosh, I watched a really interesting video about this not too long ago, and I can't remember any of it. Other than, like, I think the term comes from, like, there was a restaurant in either in New York or probably in San Francisco. But, like, the idea was that they were trying to market Chinese food to white people, to, like, Americans. And they were sort of, and it, like, they literally made up a term that would be like, you know, something an American person would order. Because, like, chop suey obviously doesn't mean anything. I get that Americanized Chinese food is not authentic, but let's be real. My parents went to China and they said that even Chinese tourist areas have Americanized Chinese food for tourists. And that native Chinese, yeah, like, it's, like, pretty, like, ubiquitous now. Like, I think even, like, I also don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, if you're gonna be like, oh, it's not authentic, like, do you like it? Does it taste good? You know? So it's an American thing. Yeah, I think it's definitely, like, an American thing. Yeah, so it's correctly, it's American, but made by Chinese people for, yeah, so it's correctly, yeah. Putting some furniture. I found the furniture room again. Oh my God. Look at all the furniture we found that we're able to set out. Can I sit in the chair? I can't even sit in the chair. I've got all this gaudy fucking furniture out, and I can't even sit in the chair. That doesn't... Wait. But that was, like, an unexplored area. Did, like, I die or something and not save going back to that room? That can't be right. Or maybe there's, like, different rooms that you put different items in? I'm not gonna think too hard about it. I doubt that there's like a right and a wrong room to put the furniture into. I'm sure it's fine. The Chinese takeout place we go to has a section that offers chicken fingers and fish and chips in case the menu is too scary for people. Man, if you're like not, if you can't do that, if you can't do, you know, chicken and broccoli, right, at like a chop, like a, you know, a takeaway place, a chop suey place, like, you, that might be on you. That might not be on the restaurant, you know. Hot pot is the closest to authentic Chinese cuisine. I love hot pot though. It's been a minute since we went out for hot pot, but it's, oh man, I love that stuff. But yeah, in short, like, Chinese takeout, chop suey style Chinese food is maybe like my favorite, like, one of my favorite things, like, in the world. It was, so fun fact, it was, that was like my mom's pregnancy craving with me, was Chinese food, like chop suey food. It was that and pink lemonade, which is another thing that I absolutely adore, even as an adult. So, like, my father-in-law is in his 60s, and he will just now go get sushi with us. Yeah. Pink lemonade? Yes. I am a fan of pink lemonade a lot. I don't drink it a lot because, you know, I have to take care of my body and not pump it full of sugar all the time, even though I want to. But it is one of my favorites. There's something to be said for pregnancy cravings and what your child ends up with their... Yeah, like, that's like... I feel like that's not typical. You know? Like, I feel like that's not very typical for, like, a... Oh, fuck, that's right. Oh, wait, maybe I don't have to do the puzzles now because I have the jump. Huh? Sick. Not having to do the box puzzles now because I have the high jump is gonna make my life so much easier. Whoa! What? Steph, what? Steph! Thank you so much for those gifteds. We need to get to 10, right? For what? For, if you guys want another, like, out of pocket, out of context sound redeem, I believe it's 30. Yeah, it's 30. 10 for the pregnancy redeem. Oh, for, like, just my... To make my model pregnant, I need to get that drawn, and I also need to work up the courage to ask the person who draws my stuff to draw a pregnant version of myself. Oh man, it's 30. 10's for adding a tag to the stream. So, Steph, you can if you would like, you can tell me what tag you want added to the stream, and it will be on my page forever. I will keep it up. Obviously with my approval. Obviously I have to be like okay with it, but yeah, that's for 10 is a tag. 10 is a tag. 30 is a new out-of-pocket redeem, and you guys can team up for the out-of-pocket redeems. Bone me daddy, perfect. I'll tell you what, I will do that literally right now. There you go. It's officially added. It's done. Thank you. Thank you for the gifteds. Also, we're in a hype train, so if you guys want to keep up with that, you can get some emotes. They have, like, new hype train emotes now. But thank you so much. That was so nice. Princess, thank you. Yeah, I want emotes. So can I... Anytime I see, like, just a square like that, I'm, like... So I should have waited to share my resub. Typically reserve bits just for hype trains. That's a good idea, though. It's a good idea. Yeah, I think with you redeeming or re-upping your sub, I think you're technically still part of it. So I think you're good. I think you're good, fam. My God, having this jump makes my life so much easier. I was so worried about having to do the fucking box puzzles again. And I don't have to now. It's so good. Dude, that makes me so happy. Also, we fought death. That's kind of cool. Hey, Halucha! Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Ready for... I'm out of prison? Oh, no. I'm glad you got out. What? Yeah, I did. He did some crimes. Oh, let's see what we got. Choo-choo. Crimes of passion. Oh, that's the best kind. Oh my gosh, Steph, thank you so much. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. I hope you realize what this means. Like, I'm gonna... Are you making bank or something? I'm in great spirits tonight. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the gifties. Crimes of passion is rather broad. Is that for smooching or murder? So the fun pact, it's both. It could be both. All right. Oh my God, there's so much stuff we can do now. And we're in this area with easy enemies, so I don't have to fucking worry about it. I'm finally getting those real good Metroidvania tingles now. Give me the brain tingles. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for the bits and the subs, you guys. Thank you so much. I am completely undeserving of your time and affection, and I'm glad that you grant it to me. All right, so we can go. So now we can go. I'm gonna save because I'm scared. My brain tingles have been coming from Supermarket Simulator. I enjoyed that game a lot when I streamed that a little bit. And I can't stop playing. How I spent a lot of time playing Supermarket Simulator. Like Raisin was here for it. We played it a lot. The Archmart was open for a long time. You're super deserving of our time and attention. Thank you, Halucha. That's so sweet. All right, so now we can go over here. More stuff, more places to go. Arch harassed his employees. Hold on. Obtained the platinum tip. So from a steel tip to a platinum tip now. He followed them around and did their jobs for them aggressively. They did them wrong. If they did the job right, I wouldn't have to follow them. They updated it and you can't not pay her loans now. It's hard. Oh no. That's me. I do that. Look, if they would stack the stuff where I wanted them to do it, which they don't, let them put the toilet paper where they want. No. I'm the boss. I decide where the toilet paper goes. Okay, so I think we can go over here now too. Archie is a micromanager. Look, this is the thing, right? I am not always a person that is like neat and tidy, right? Like that's just not, my brain's not wired that way. I've got that kind of like, I'm a mess. I'm a messy person. I literally just like, I went to my wife and I was like, my office is so dirty and I can't make myself do this. Will you please help me with it this weekend? Like that was a conversation that I needed to have today with Katie. I was like, please, everything's dirty. Please help me. Yes, I'm aggressively taking things off the shelves. I'm trying to remove them quickly, and I found out you can just tell the stalker to take a break. What do I do about this? Why is this here and then I can't? Okay, well, hey, we know that that's there now. I wanted to cry. If I start to clean, I end up with everything on the floor and I start micro-organizing. Yeah. See, I don't even do that. Like, my brain is just like, I don't know where this should go, and I don't know what I should be doing right now. I don't know what I'm doing. So Katie, who is very organized, I can be like, I want it to be like this. And then she will, because she is a perfect saint angel, work with me and like keep me on task so I can do that. Sucks right now because I can't do that. I'm in my desk the other day, ended up laid up. Well, you're still recuperating, right? Like, can't beat yourself up over your body needing to stitch itself back together after a procedure, you know? It's annoying. I know it's annoying. But your body's doing its best. I'm good at organizing because I like, it's just puzzles and I like puzzles. See, like, I don't have the patience for puzzles. So my brain is like, ugh, fuck, I just wish. It's like one of those things where my brain is always like, God, can't someone do this for us? And I'm like, no, we're a grown-up. We're a grown-up, and that's not how that works. And then, like, then I talk to my wife, and I'm like, please, wife, help me. Help me. So fun fact, this weekend I'm cleaning my office up and Katie's gonna help me because I need her to help me when I do stuff like that. My closet's just full of stuff that I haven't dealt with yet. You know what, my closet's actually, I'm very proud of myself. I've done a pretty good job as of late with like not just having like a place where I throw things. Like I have like files and like folders for things that are like, you know, important, because, you know, you got important documents because you're an adult, so you have to have documents in like a safe place. What is a closet but a miserable pile of clothes? But yeah, I've been pretty good about that. Like, and that was something I'm like, as a youth, I was really bad about just like, here's a place where I can put stuff. I guess stuff lives there now. And now I don't have that problem. I'm like, I've worked through it. I'm better about it. No, it's weird because everything fit in my old room, so I just made more floor stacks, but it doesn't work in my new room. Oh. Where am I going? Okay, I want to go up here, and I want to go... Okay, go. It's like I need shelving, but I don't want shelving. Well, shelving means shelves, and you have to find a place for the shelves to go, right? Whereas floor pile works whatever. You can do whatever with a pile of stuff on the floor, you know? That's like that. I have that problem a little bit in here in the office because I have like stuff that is in a floor pile, but it's just because I don't have anywhere else where I can put it. And like, it's one of those things where like, it's stuff for like my day job, so I should bring it into the office. But it's like literally like an enormous stack of papers. And I can't bring it into the office. I'd have to like, you know, take an Uber or something, and that's expensive, and I don't want to do that. So it's nice not having floor piles. It is nice not like on those rare occasions where I actually like take care of my laundry and stuff, and I don't have like clothes piles in my room. That's always nice. The only free wall is above my bed because tall bookcases everywhere else. See, and then like a shelf above your bed is like, I would be concerned about that, right? Oh, I can go in here now! Oh my god. What if it falls? Yeah, exactly. So does that mean now, because I could go in there, there's like another door over here somewhere. I've not gone down there yet. What if it falls and startles the fuck out of me? Or, right, what if it falls while you're like in your bed asleep or something, and whatever you have on the shelf like hits you in the face? Right? Like, I would be really mad. I'm covered in enough blankets, I'll be fine. Okay, but, you know, what if, what if how am I supposed to keep things stocked in my store and also expand? It doesn't add up. I know. I'm not shelving a bowling ball, but you could. You could be. And then what? Oh, I think I can't go over here yet. Right. Yeah, this is like a switch I have to hit. It's just Nendoroids. They can't hurt me. I can take off their arms. The bowling ball hits me, I die. Then there are no debts. That's true. You know what? That's true. That's true. Oh my god. You guys talking about the Chinese food was a mistake. That's probably what tomorrow's gonna be then. I think I'm gonna have to just be like, sorry, whatever we were gonna do tomorrow for dinner, we're not doing that. We're having Chinese food. Sorry, my wife. So now I'm thinking about it. Alright. Another area. Can I go in here? Does the skull key work? Nope. But I can go... Man, they really don't want you in that room, huh? They're like, fuck off. No. Alright, so where else? I guess we could go up. And there's an area up there that we can explore still. I'm thinking of cold snacks. I want something cold. Oh my gosh. You know what I discovered? Discovered, quote unquote. But we've started keeping them in the house more. They sell these frozen sour grapes. And they're not like a sour grape, like, you know, like a bad tasting grape. It's like a grape with like sour candy coating on it that's been frozen. And those are really good. I could not tell you what the brand was off the top of my head, but they do grapes and they do other food, like they do other food, like they do other fruit as well. I love freezing fruit. I like regular frozen grapes. They're like little ices. That makes me think about how Katie and I like went on a little journey together because we were wondering why they don't make grape flavored ice cream, or like why like it's not a, you know, a common thing. And it's simply because like or like the reason why they don't is because grapes have so much water in them, yeah, that you can't really like ice creamify them that well. It just turns into sorbet. But I thought that was really interesting because like I wouldn't have thought of that, right? Like that's not something where I'm like, oh yeah, the water in the fruit means no ice cream. Like my brain just like didn't like click that together immediately. Because that's another thing that I also enjoy is like grape flavored stuff. I get that from my dad. My dad's a big like grape flavor guy. Oh, these guys, I've leveled up a ton and I have a way more attack. Yeah, that's why grape flavored things don't taste like grapes. Ugh. All right, so we can go up here. This is the room where Liddy was, and then she got abducted. And this is where we fought the that was Pazuzu over here, right? Or the Shadow? I don't remember. We fought bosses over here. Ah. Okay, can't go that way. I wonder how I get past that stuff. Also, there's apparently an item I've not gotten over here yet. Oh, wait, isn't there, like, there's like an eyeball or something over here? There's another Dracula artifact, like, over here, like, down there? Yeah. Hi. Yeah, we're just talking about we're talking about cold snacks. It's a good cold snack. Fruit Riot. That's what they're called. Fruit Riot sour grapes. They're also good if you're nauseous. Because I make her sick. Oh.
Yeah, one of my pregnant friends said that sour is good for nausea. And I said, I've never heard of that, and I tried it, and it works. And I don't know if it's a placebo thing or not, but it works for me. I don't know. I guess like the sour shocks your system out of being nauseous is what I was told. That's not really a scientific term, but
Was today's stream unplanned or am I tripping? No, we always stream on Thursdays. But that's okay. Crouton, we're happy you're here. Just, I think we've got all of our, I think we have everything we need to fully explore the castle, so I'm just doing a sweep here. Maybe because stomach bile already has an acidic sourness and it makes your brain think you already threw up. That
Maybe.
might be it. That doesn't feel... That feels correct, right? Fucking Fleamen. Least favorite Castlevania enemy. Happy to be here too. Hell yeah, dude. Crouton, I was playing the zombie mode earlier in Rivals. It's very fun. It's very fun. They might need to add more to it, because if you get a good build going, you can kind of burn through all the difficulties of it. And I'm kind of like reaching a point where I'm gonna like run out of shit to unlock. Katie Raisin says hi. She said hello. Oh, hello. Is it? Oh my god, I want to play. It's very fun. But yeah, you'll it's definitely one of those things where like you'll play it and you'll be like, oh, that was neat. I guess I'll go again. I guess I'll go again. And then like if you're, you know, I think people who have like experience with it feels very roguelike-y. You binged it. I played a lot of it. I'm gonna play more of it tomorrow with other people. But it's pretty cool. It's something that I think the it's something that the game needs, I think. It feels like it's a good addition to like the game as a whole. And I like the so like as of right now it's like a zombie themed like PvE mode, but like they've said that the plan is to eventually implement other characters and like other themes. So like they might do like an all Fantastic Four version where you fight Doombots, or you might do like an all Avengers where you fight Ultron drones or something. I have an inconsequential story time. I typically avoid drinking a lot of caffeine because I found that it triggers panic attacks for me. An unintended side effect of this is I now feel very sensitive to caffeine. So I got a big Diet Coke from Sonic today to treat myself. I'm barely a fourth of the way through and I'm wired. You have to be careful. You have to be careful about that stuff. I mean, you know what, though? Like, if you are the sort of person, though, who needs caffeine to function like I do, I kind of wish I could, like, reset my caffeine tolerance a little bit. Because if, like, I want to feel the, like, the happy energy time, I have to consume a lot of caffeine to have the intended effects of it. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. My main caffeine income is from Diet Cokes. I've been drinking sugar-free Pepsi, or like zero sugar Pepsi, or I get the liquid deaths that taste like soda. They're essentially like sparkling water, but they're like cola flavored, and that sort of like has been helping me like stave off my desire for like caffeine and sugar and stuff. But on occasion, I should try those. Yeah, it's a pretty good like. It's a pretty good substitute because I am trying to like, you know, consume less garbage. But yeah, they have a couple different like soda flavors. They have like one that's like cola. I think they have like one that's supposed to be like Dr. Peppery, and then they have one that's like they have like a root beer one, I think. All right, anything unexplored over here? No, but we can like work our way. Do I need the Maxim bracelet for that door? I feel like we tried it. Maybe I'll head over to this warp and then I've been into Poppy lately. Poppy's good. I've been trying to get my parents to drink like the Liquid Death stuff because I'm, you know, like they've also been talking about wanting to, you know, do less like soda and sugar and stuff. And I'm like, if you want to do that, this stuff tastes kind of like it tastes enough like cola. It's definitely not. If I had to compare it to like an existing soda flavor, it's definitely closer to like an RC cola than like Coke or Pepsi. But, you know, some people that's not a bad thing. Some people don't mind the taste of like RC or I'm one of those people. Fuck. No, I want that. It's like growing up, when I would like go to work with my dad, there was like a pizza place across the street from his work, and that was the soda you could get there. Alright, so I can't go here because that's a problem. I love RC. I think it gets a bad rap. I just don't like carbonation. I accidentally breathe in the bubble fumes. It makes me choke and I hate it. I mean, it like, I completely understand how like that's like a sensory thing though. Oh shit, this is new and different. We've not been over here at all. God, this map. Oh, map. Clear bone. All right, let's see what we get into here, I guess. I crave the bubbles. I drink soda water just for the bubbles sometimes. I don't think that's... I mean, that makes sense to me. It feels like the drink fights me and it annoys me. It's like like eating pineapple where you're like, no, I eat you, fruit. You don't eat me. I eat you, pineapple. You don't eat me. It's gonna sound weird. My favorite thing is to let soda sit for a couple hours and water it down with ice. I don't think that's weird. I know plenty of people that are like, they want like room temperature soda, or they want like, no, you're not doing anything weird. Our friend Ix drank Pilk on stream the other day. That's Pepsi mixed with milk. And apparently they didn't think that was that bad. I'm not brave enough to try Pilk, but I love a semi-flat soda. Princess, my wife will, if we go to like, you know, like a fast food place and we get drinks, Katie will not finish like a soda from like, you know, McDonald's or wherever, and she'll put it in the fridge and she will drink it for days out of the refrigerator. Oh, here's another. When I went to the deli, the kids I worked with would add milk to their sodas and chug them. But it's flat. Yeah, exactly. That's, people like that. But it's flat. When it's flat, it's just water and syrup flavor. Yes, but people are really into that, though. People like that. It's good when it's flat. I don't know. I just don't. Whoa! So I can't do anything with that either. I always thought flat soda was gross. It's like viscous sweet water. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. That feels accurate. The sensory nightmare that's carbonation for some people is flat soda for me. I like plain water. No, that's fine though. That's perfectly fine. So like just regular. I wish that my family had been more encouraging about me drinking just water. Like there was soda everywhere when I was growing up, like at my grandparents' house, at my parents' house, and like I had to like teach myself to like be okay with drinking, to like drink water, because like my body was like, but there's no sugar or syrup. This doesn't taste like, you know, fake cherries or like, you know what I mean? Like I had to like coerce myself to do it. I don't like ice either. It gets in my way. Stop. Nothing stops my liquid consumption. My mom is a diet soda slut. She raised her daughters to be little soda sluts, so here I am. I mean, like, I had to, yeah, but like I had to like teach myself to drink water again. Working at a fine dining restaurant ruined artificial flavors. I mean, yeah, like I believe that. Makes sense to me. Sorry, Automod. Automod needs to chill out a little bit, though. I also, but now I don't eat a lot of junk. It sounds to me like you're killing it. Though, like, that's... I wish I could, like, beat back my desire for junk food. Pretty vase. Good. More decorating stuff. I get that. If I could afford fine dining all the time, I would still eat chicken tenders and tater tots. I mean, a good tot, though? Like a good tot? Is there anything better? Is there anything better than a good tater tot? I crave sauteed veggies. That's like, Katie and I will sometimes just be like, we need to eat vegetables now. Like, our bodies will desire it. I violently pendulum back and forth between being a skinny legend with the health food, embracing all the french fries and pizza in the world. It's all about moderation, right? You know, all that stuff is fine as long as you're not only eating those things, you know? Man, this game feels so much better when I actually, like, know where the fuck I'm going. Okay, so I've definitely been over here now, and we've connected these two areas together. Yeah, I don't care for meat. It's not even a health thing. I mean... You know what? Like, not necessarily a bad thing, also, to not engage in as much meat consumption either, because it's better for the environment. Doesn't help. The phrase violently pendulum implies the swinging of a diet I also intend to engage in. Yeah, that's I get that, because my body's a garbage incinerator, and I rarely get an upset stomach from eating complete garbage for a while. I know it's bad though when I start craving broccoli. I love broccoli. No joke. No cap. We try and do, for a while, Katie and I were doing like Meatless Monday, where we didn't have meat at all, like one day out of the week. It's kind of hard though. Sometimes that gets hard, especially with just like life stuff. Like, big fan of beans. I ate a lot of, whoa, this guy's cool. The Cyclops. I like the boing sound from his hammer. That's kind of cool. Garbanzo. Yeah, I sure, when I was very broke, that was like my whole, I ate a lot of that when I was at my brokest. Hey Scully, Dad's fighting a boss in the game right now. Could you not get in front of me? Do you want to maybe go be somewhere else? Do you want to go see Mom? Oh! Whoa, wow! That was so much. Ow. 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 Well, Scully, despite your best efforts, Dad won. I also can't eat greasy or fatty things because I don't like the texture of them. Fried food makes me nauseous. This reminds me that Arch probably did not clip his wild out of context comment from yesterday. I timestamped it. I wrote it down so I can clip it. I didn't get a chance to yesterday because I was hanging out with Katie and I got distracted with hanging out with my wife. But I did write it down so I can timestamp it. Whoa, these guys are cool. JP Bonapillar. Like, and these are just owls? Okay, just regular owls. I was wrong. You know, I did not get to clip it yet, but I did timestamp and write it down so I could clip it later. Imagine having someone to distract you. It's lovely. It is lovely. I feel very fortunate. It can be, yeah. Simon Wraith? Grandpa? Grandpa. Ow. Wow. All right, owl. Hoo-hoo, bitch. The only thing that distracts me is my phone and sometimes the pickle jar. Oh, did I not go over there? Ugh. All right, hold on. Grandpappy, is that you? Well, like literally, my grandfather is Simon Belmont. So like being like Simon Wraith, like is that my grandpa? Dracula, did you make a skeleton of my grandpa? Gosh, I mean, I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of exploring. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to finish this today. I have a very distinct feeling that we're not finishing this game today, which is fine. Like, not a huge deal. We're still kind of on track here. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We might be playing this on Monday, which is fine, because then we can play this on Monday, and we can start Lost Judgment on Wednesday, then. Because the Yakuza train has to keep moving. We have to keep Yakuzing. Who needs that much? People are trying to steal the big crates of flour and stuff. Oh, it's Yakuza. I was gonna ask if Lost Judgment is where we lost Just or something. No, so we played Judgment, which is the spin-off game where you're like a private investigator. And then we're gonna play the sequel after this, after we finish Castlevania, and that's Lost Judgment. That's Lost Judgment. That's just Maxim and Just working as private investigators. And Justice Kaido for sure. Judgment was the one that, yes, the K-pop looking guy. Yeah. Fun fact about that. So this this sequel takes place, the mystery that you're solving kind of centers around a high school. So there's a lot of that, the protagonist having to like deal with like teenagers and stuff, and apparently it's very funny because he's like in over his head about the teenagers for a lot of it. I've seen I guess the side story stuff in it has a lot of like you having to mentor different like after school clubs to like, you know, get to the bottom of the mystery. So like you're there's like a dance club that you have to mentor, and you have to do all the dances with them, and like there's a, if you can believe it, in the this Yakuza game, there's a lot of side activities that we can do in it, if you can believe it. It's a former high school teacher. That sounds like a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This reminds me of that story you were telling yesterday about the, what was it? One of the students was like, I want him to glaze me like a donut. It's so funny. I'd rather be arrested than do any high school stuff again. The context, I feel like the context is a little different though, right? Because like we're not actually in high school. We're just pressing buttons to simulate. I would rather be dropped in a volcano. I'll even do a flip. Okay, but the real question is, if you went back to high school armed with the knowledge that you have now, like let's say we poured your consciousness into your young body, right? What if that happened? And you could go through high school armed with the knowledge that you have now. Crush boots. Okay, so I need to wear these. If I had to go back to high school with an adult brain, I think I would go insane. I would choose violence. I would probably like... I think if I had that ability, I would I think I would abuse it, right? I think I would definitely abuse my powers. What is an adult brain except one that pays taxes? Well, like if you had the knowledge that you have now, right? That's my thought. Right? Like what if you had the knowledge? Because I think if I had the knowledge that I possess, wow, that owl All my health from that owl. Holy shit. Why does the owl do so much damage? So much wiser than I was at 14. I was an idiot. Well, to be fair, everybody is. Every 14-year-old is an idiot. Why are the owls so strong? It's an idiot, also very horny. That's also part of being a teenager. I dress better and pay attention in class. I mean, I think my main thought about it would be like, I would have the knowledge to know things that actually are important to worry about and things that aren't. Right? Like, I think that would be a game changer. Whoa, how about no, Pike Master? Homework and anime would be my hobbies. Those are good hobbies. I would argue middle school. High school is literally the worst time to be learning because of raging hormones. Hormones, and then, like, I know for me, one of the hardest things was, like, I felt a lot of pressure because I mean, and I don't know if this is still the case. It probably is. But like, there was so much conversation. Like, you hit like 16 years old and people are like, so what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do in your life? And you're like, I don't, why would you ask me such a difficult question? Wait, no, if I went back to high school, it'd be like a time slip thing. It would be like if all of your experiences and knowledge went back in time instead of your actual body. So like you would put it'd be like scooping out your brain and putting it in your baby body. Oh, I still don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Wait, high school when I was Twilight Cloak. What does that do? Is that a relic? Is this a relic? Me holding my hands up? Look at all this furniture we've picked up. And there's still so much furniture to pick up. That's crazy. I don't want to go to high school in the brain rot age. You don't want to be like Skibbity Ohio Riz. You guys aren't interested in that? Is that like I have to imagine that like being like the Skibbity Ohio Riz or whatever the fuck is like not a thing anymore for kids because all the fucking 30-year-olds say it. I died. Why? I found out what Ohio means yesterday. It's much more entertaining when you actually have a brain to watch the shit show. I lived through that as a teacher. Anyway, let's go fight that dumb thing again. I care not for what the youths chant. Ow. Wow, he just hits me from every part of the fucking room, huh? I like seeing what they cook up. I mean, it's language, right? Like, that's the interesting thing. It's language. And, like, because of the malleable nature of language, like, it's neat. I think that stuff's neat. I'm not like, you know, my parents that were like, ugh. Why can't you say what you mean? That's not 100% true. My parents were like pretty like aware. My parents are pretty young, actually. So like they're not like, they weren't like clueless or anything growing up when I was growing up. But my dad sometimes would be like, what does that mean? Age is irrelevant. I mean, I think if I were a teenager, right, and like I met an adult that was like, no, I took the time to like learn what the things that you say mean so that I could talk to you and like we could communicate with each other, I would think that was neat. Like I would be like, oh, cool. It's nice that they're making the effort, right? I'm curious. I'll ask Urban Dictionary and see which entry gives context. Urban Dictionary sometimes, though, is a dangerous place to go. I've had to rely on this tool much more lately. But that's why it's there. It's a tool. It's a tool so you can... I have a few... Hey, there's a few things that I contributed to Urban Dictionary back in my there's a couple things I put on there when I was in what I would call my wild days. There are a few things that are very out of pocket that are there. What is this guy's deal? Hey. But there's also some stuff that I added recently. Receipts, please. Yeah, sure. Some of that, I'm not gonna get into too much of it. I did invent something at the D&D table that I added to Urban Dictionary. Where I was running D&D and we were in a... I look it up because streamers use it, not teens. I mean, you know, still, it's a good habit to have, right? But they were in a brothel. My party that I was running the game for were in a brothel. But it was, it was something where I had misspoke, I think. I had misspoke. And I don't, what was the context? Like, it was something where, like, I know part of it was me misspeaking. But they were trying to secretly request something from a character. I think they were like, there was something they were supposed to ask for, and one of the players was like not remembering because they didn't take notes about what they were supposed to be, like, you know, remembering to do. They didn't do that, and I had misspoke about something on like the menu at like the tavern, and I had talked about like something called a buffalo shooter, and they're like, oh, that sounds good, what is that? And I was trying to like, I was trying to enforce that I want you to pay attention to me when I tell you things. Right, so like that was part of it, is I was like, please pay attention when I tell you things. because that was not the thing that they were supposed to ask for from the bartender. And Buffalo Shooter, I decided would be a really grotesque sex act. And I had to describe it to them because I was like, well, you order this thing. This is not the thing that you were supposed to be requesting. So now, a Buffalo Shooter, blended mozzarella with vodka and lemon juice. No, it was taking a buffalo sauce shot out of an orifice on a character, and I was apparently in the wrong for saying that. I love that D&D is canon in Genshin. Oh, that's fun. I want to try D&D. I always see really fun stories, but I also only want to play with people who are whimsical and nonsensical. I'm not trying to be serious. I mean, there are people run games like that all the time. Like, that's not, you know, I think that would not be a difficult thing to come. I know a lot of people want to play Critical Role, right? A lot of people want to play Critical Role. And a lot of that comes down to, just speaking as someone who's run like D&D games before, like that sort of just rolls back into like setting expectations. Like if I'm a dungeon master, right? Like it kind of falls on me to be like, okay guys, this game is serious, so take it seriously. Or I can encourage delinquent and deviant behavior, right? Or I can do both, right? I can be like, you know, this game is serious. You guys are allowed to be, you know, silly little guys, but sometimes there's a time and a place for being a silly little guy, right? That sounds painful for the person whose orifice. Yeah. They were definitely, that was the consensus. They're like, why would someone do that? And I was like, well, you ordered it, right? Like... Anyway, we don't have to talk about how I've traumatized my D&D groups. Is whoever ordered it the orifice offerer? No. I believe the way that I structured it was you ordered it, and gosh, I think it was a halfling. A halfling person came out, and the halfling person had offered the orifice up for the shot to be taken out of. I feel like it should be the person who ordered it has to provide the orifice. That would have been really funny, actually. That would have been way funnier if I was like, okay, bend over. Ooh, there's lots of stuff in here. Otherwise, it's cruel to the halfling who's just existing peacefully. Maybe they're not existing peacefully. Maybe the halfling's like... Maybe the halfling's really into it. Maybe they like that sensation. Or maybe we don't talk about it anyway. The fuck is a halfling? Maybe they've been a bad halfling and they deserve it. A halfling's a hobbit. In D&D, they don't have, like, because of copyright stuff, they don't call halflings, they can't call them hobbits because of the Tolkien estate sued them to keep them from having hobbits in the game. But yeah, a halfling is a hobbit. And then, so it's like a small humanoid. I think I described like the, all right, we fought a boss in here, right? We still have, wow. Hobbit sounds kind of dumb anyway. Well, like, I mean, Hobbit has, the thing that Hobbit has going for it is, you know, the book, The Hobbit, right? A midget? No, like, they're just, they're a small race of people. All right, so then I lose that. So where else can I go in this area that I haven't been before? Without... No, like it's different. It's a different thing. Oh, I know what a hobbit is. Okay, I was gonna say I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, there was whoop. They just don't have hairy feet like a hobbit. Unless the player wants that. You know. Are there gonna be like hidden furniture in this level too? That feels like that's going to happen, is there's going to be hidden furniture. My context is purely Dungeon Meshy. Dungeon Meshy is so good though. I'm really hoping for more episodes of that to be added to the evil streaming apps soon, because I need more of it. "100% there's gonna be hidden." I know, right? And I'm not happy about it. We started rearranging the contents of our freezers at work today. My dumbass started thinking about you finding furniture in this game. It's such a wild thing. Like, it's so strange. It's such a strange choice. It's excellent. I own the whole series, the adventure guide, and the side book the artist made, and a fancy fan book. Ooh. I really like that show. And I've been thinking about reading the manga. I'm a little behind on mangas that I already have, because I'm reading Kaiju number 8 right now. And like I have through, I think I have the collected editions through, like, you know, I think I have everything that's out right now. I just haven't read all of them yet. But probably after I read Kaiju number 8, maybe I'll pick up Dungeon Meshy. That's gonna make me so upset if I have to Google where the fucking hidden furniture is. I mean, that blue square at the bottom is like, this is an item I need. Like, that's what that is. It's an item that I need. Like, it's one of the, like, Dracula parts. But, like, I don't know where it could be. I have to return to my special interest in books. You know what, though? Like, it's gotten hard for me to read a little bit as I've gotten older. And, like, comic books and stuff I've always been able to, like, focus on. It's like reading books. It's like hard for me now. I have to like really focus. I'm gonna have to find a fucking guide to the furniture, aren't I? Castlevania. Can I go down? Maybe down. I'm planning on rereading the Dune series soon. Can I break that? That's a different color. Can I break that? Yes. 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 Furniture. All the furniture is going to be in there. Watch. It's all going to be in there. The heart of Vlad. Okay, that's close enough. How many parts of Dracula do I have? The eye, the heart, the nail, the fang, and the ring. So I'm missing one Dracula part. Is anyone here Dune fan? I enjoy Dune. Do you have... No, I don't have the Peen of Dracula. That's probably the last thing we have to pick up is the Peen of Dracula. Can you imagine, like, getting a video game and like you're doing all the things, like you're doing all the things in the video game, and then you're like, what else do I need to collect here? And you break down a door in a secret room, and you get this is the penis of Dracula. I can't, in fact, imagine that. In the secret peen room. I do like how quick it is now to like move around in here. Now that I can just sort of like, I can zip around the floor and I can shoot myself in the air. Why was there... What are you doing there? That does... So, okay, I think I saw another save room that had something similar to that going on in there. So maybe there is a secret peen room. Secret peen room. Secret peen room. Going through... Was it going through the mountain? Secret peen room. Do I need to rewatch Avatar? Is that what I'm telling myself right now? Do I need to rewatch Last Airbender? I think that's what that means. I think if I'm thinking about Secret Tunnel, that means I have to rewatch Last Airbender. My cabbages! I love that the cabbage guy is in Baldur's Gate 3. That's maybe one of my favorite Easter eggs in that game is if you... I think it's when you get to Baldur's Gate proper, there's like a... yeah, there's in like... I can't remember where exactly in the city it is, but like there's a man who's like crouched, I guess, like he's like next to like like an overturned cart essentially, and he's like a key, the lure key, but he'll be like oh my god, the lousy monk came through here and my cabbages. Yeah, he's by the mermaid. Yeah, I stole from him. No, but the monk's overturned his cabbage cart. I kind of want to play through Baldur's Gate again. I haven't really played it since like the last few updates, like because they added new subclasses and stuff. There's another Dracula piece. Is it maybe? Nah, no. Overturning my cabbage cart could be a euphemism for something. I always want to play it, but I don't know. I don't enjoy turn-based. It's like, yeah, I know like that's for a lot of people, turn-based combat is really, it's not a favorite thing. Like, I get that. Whoa! That's a boss. What do you, excuse me? You were a boss. Oh, so you're just hanging around in here now, huh? It's not like any turn-based combat I've ever played. I mean, it's definitely, I think the D&D rules, like, give it a little bit more than like a traditional turn-based RPG. Like, I think that helps because like there's a lot going on, and it's like, you know, if you're like the kind of person that likes making sure is an empty room with nothing in it. If you're like a person who enjoys like loadouts and stuff in games, I think like there's a lot of fun to be had with it because you get to, you know, you get to really customize like how your character works and behaves and stuff. I do fuck with character creation. Boy, howdy. That game has some character creation in it. Just me spending hours trying to decide what my haircut's gonna look like. And there's so many I'm not even talking about mods. Like, just in general, the game has so many customization options. I hate games that let you spend forever making a character and then you never see them. I'm looking at you, Destiny. Well, good news. The character that you spend hours and hours creating in Baldur's Gate, you see all the time. You see them all the time. Flipping Destiny. I played Destiny for like a couple months, and it just like, I never had anyone to play with. And I dropped it. I dropped it. I do, but still. So we want to go to the left or the right from here. I didn't realize this guy's name was Master Lizard. Not only do you see your character, you can watch them get down and dirty with your favorite NPC. That's true. I love Destiny. I kind of want to get back into it, but I realized the other day that the times that I heavily grinded Destiny correlated with times in my life when I was not in the best place. That's, you know what, though? That's real, right? Like, that... Sometimes, like, games like that, that's what they're there for. I haven't played Destiny since they did mass layoffs, blamed the player base, and gave the CEO a raise. Well, yeah. Why aren't you guys playing Destiny? It's your fault. Oh my god, that reminds me of some just really fucking dumb video game news that I heard today. So I guess the company that bought Tango, which are the people who made Hi-Fi Rush, which I really liked. I really liked Hi-Fi Rush a lot. And like they're also, I think they own Subnautica now, like, or like they're like, you know, their Subnautica is now one of their properties. But they put out a press release today saying that they're like going all in on AI forward everything. Like not even just like AI forward design. They're doing like our human resources is now going to be AI based. Our you know, our design is going to be AI based. Yeah, right. Isn't that depressing? Especially like after. So if you guys don't know, Hi-Fi Rush, wonderful game. It's like a rhythm based brawler. It's really cool. It's got a great voice cast, great character design. It's great. It's really good. But it was like it was sort of stealth dropped, and like Microsoft didn't do a lot for it. It was like an Xbox Live game, and they Microsoft was like, well, the game underperformed and we're closing the studio, which is a thing that happens now that's really stupid, right? And there was a lot of like turmoil because like they put this really great game out and people liked it, and like it was definitely not given a fair shake. It wasn't given a lot of like promotion or anything, and like this company came in and saved it, and it turns out they did not save it, because now they're going AI. They're leaning hard into AI now. Subnautica makers are going AI based. Are you joking? I am not joking. I don't think it's strictly like it's the company that like handles Subnautica now. Why does everything need AI? It doesn't. That's the fun part. It doesn't. Everything doesn't need AI. I'm thinking of the LG AI dishwasher. Well, don't you want your dishwasher to have a little stupid brain inside of it? I don't. I mean, I think the thing that's maybe more distressing than them leaning into like using AI for making games is using AI to handle their HR department. That's something that I'm more like eyebrow raised about, because like I don't know how much didn't the creators of Subnautica get fired so that that sounds familiar. That sounds like what happened. But then like I don't know how much experience everybody else has with dealing with like, you know, AI based like customer service, because I deal with it a lot with my job, and it's the worst. It's literally the worst. So like the idea of trusting something that does a really bad job with customer service, with handling HR, which can have like some serious there's a lot of like serious situations that would come across like that particular desk in an office. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's a bad time. I'm waiting for the AI bubble to pop because it's only being sustained by NVIDIA and AMD loaning companies money to buy their chips. Yeah, like that's something that it's the lamest circle jerk ever. Yeah, I agree. It's bad. Hopefully when that bubble pops though, it leads to, I don't know, people being less ridiculous about AI. I kind of think that where AI stuff is headed is the like virtual companion stuff. Like that's where the market for it is. That's where it's making money, is like lonely people getting AI girlfriends and things like that. Tamagotchis, yeah. Like that, I think ultimately it's just going to become porn. Like that's where AI is going to become like useful. Is like it's going to be useful, quote unquote. It's just going to be something that people put pornography into. I pretty much only use it for tech support and sometimes occasionally editing long documents. And like I think that's like an acceptable use for it, right? Like I think like the idea of using it to like help support somebody doing a task is better than using it to replace somebody doing a task. You know what I mean? If AI girlfriends would have debuted years ago, I would have had an AI girlfriend. I think there's definitely a time in my life where that would have been an appealing idea. And then, you know, Right, so we need to go down here, but we can't. Okay, we're doing the right thing here. We're still going. I saw what Krieger had in Archer. I'm good. If it can't help pay rent, I'm not dating it. Well, like that's kind of, yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I think that like the place where it's getting the most use is that particular instance. It's people like who are using it for let's be kind, right? And we'll say people who use it for companionship purposes. I think that's maybe the most widespread use of it, like among consumers, like customers, right? Like if as a product, that's where it's getting used the most. Prompting it for jorks is, I mean, like there, I mean, like I think the turn off image search like an adult. No real sexy time. Well, that's the thing, right? Maybe you can, maybe in the future, that won't be an issue. Maybe we'll have a body for the AI to occupy that you can, you know, you can touch on. But yeah, it's, I think like that's the ultimate, like, I think that's where it ends up. I think like people don't really love it in a lot of products. Like we've seen, you know, like the stuff that people want to use it for, like replacing artists or like entry-level workers, like inevitably those companies start losing money and they lose customers essentially, right? Like I think that happened with Duolingo, right? We were talking about that not too long ago, that like Duolingo was like, we're using AI for Duolingo now, and people were like, gross, we hate it. Like, and I think they lost a bunch of subscribers and users. I stopped my 1+ year streak on Duolingo because of that. Yeah, it's not, but like that's the thing. Like, anytime where I've seen AI, someone trying to implement AI in like people react poorly to it, right? And like the only real place where I feel like that's not been the case is when we look at like virtual companions. And every time they implement AI, it comes with layoffs. Right, yeah. So like it's not like, and people are aware of that. All right, where else can we go now? Ooh, we can go to the entrance. Cool. Cool. I quit Duolingo. Yeah, we were talking about that, Raisin, that like that was something you were not enjoying, was the competitive nature of it. Ow! Wow. Grandpa, why? Now I just have the French to English dictionary and I'll raw dog it. There you go. Thing is, using a camera and translator doesn't work at all because I can't read every font. The camera translator sometimes doesn't like, also doesn't do what it's supposed to do either. I was so I got a new weekly planner. Did I just, what the fuck? Pike Master! Pike Master, why? It's all right. Ripped you. That's okay. Not a big deal. You know, wait, do I still have the boots? Yes, okay, that's all I care about. I take my leave to go be a responsible person now. I might be back later. Okay. We'll see ya. Oh no. Computer doesn't like, that was what my PC was like with Baldur's Gate. It would be like, okay, hey, I've been running pretty hard for a while now. Can I take a break? I'd be like, no. Make Karlach love me. And then I'll play my other file later with John and Mark. It's crazy. I played Supermarket Simulator of all things for 10 hours straight. Is that like is that taxing on the, I don't remember. You know what? No, I feel like my computer got a little hot with Supermarket Simulator, which is weird. That is a lot of Supermarket Simulator though. you like that shit, Spriggans? I'm not scared of you now. It's not optimized. My PC hates it. I mean, like, that's kind of becoming my issue with Rivals, is that, like, Rivals is not optimized at all. So it's like enormous. It's like the biggest game I think I have on my, like, that I have ever had on my computer. And like, Rivals should not be. They definitely need to optimize that game. Long story short. It's driving me crazy that I can't progress. Oh, because you need to pay your loans off and do everything else? Yeah, that's... It's the perils of running a business. Oh, right, there's the devil. Hey, devil. I guess you're just a normal enemy now. Oh, cool. Now there's 2 of you. Yeah, I have the one loan I can pay off, and then I have to get another one to keep my sword. I'm just in a vicious cycle of getting a loan to buy stock. I see. I see. Alright, so I need to go down, and we need to go... Because now that I have the boots, I should be able to, like, break my way in here. That's how they get you hooked, yeah. It's so that they can show their shareholders, like, look how many hours people have put into our video game. Okay, from here. Oh, I don't have the cloak anymore, right? That was like over here, though, right? Secret peen room. I didn't save after being in the secret peen room. I'm really close to breaking free of the cycle. Because right at the end, I didn't have to buy much stock. That game in particular, though, like, it's definitely a... Where was the secret peen? Did I not get it? Do I have to do it again? I might be able to open that big space, like, over here now. I might be able to open this, too. Oh, well. It's a shame I don't remember now where the Dracula peen was. I've lost it. Or do I have it? I feel like I would have saved, right? Because it was right next to a save. I did not save. Or no, we got the heart. The heart was the thing we picked up. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. That's what Mega Starmie looks like. Christ, that's lazy. Yeah, I was saying to I was like, Div was in here. I was talking to Div, and I was like, I just don't like it. I don't really like any of the Megas. Like, I don't like how a lot of them were designed. I don't think they're good. Like, there's a couple of them that I like. But, there's not many. Ah, the rib of Vlad. There we go. But like Starmie in particular, I was like, I get that like sometimes they like to do like meme designs for Pokemon, like Dunsparce, right? Like Dunsparce, I like, okay, you know, I get it. But Starmie, I feel like deserves better than that. I think like Starmie maybe deserves better. It's lazy, and then you see the environment. Those buildings have fucking Kinder Egg stickers on the windows. They do. I don't know. Raisin, I don't know if you were like here, because we were talking about this. So I guess the game is like, the map is just one big piece. Like one big piece of solid buildings. Like the buildings aren't individually rendered. And like, also apparently the it takes like almost like 2 hours, I think, to get through the like all the like the tutorial stuff. Like it's like, remember when we played Sun and Moon? And I was just like, can I play the video game yet? Like, and I was getting frustrated. I think that happened when we were playing X and Y when we did the randomizer too, where I was like, okay, like, can I play the video game yet? But apparently, like, there's a lot of hand holding, and it's like, I saw someone describe it to me as like, you walk 30 feet and then someone talks to you for 15 minutes, and then you walk 30 feet. And then it takes 30 minutes, and then you like, all right, so we gotta go this way. They artificially lengthened it with cutscenes. I mean, I don't know if like it's like it adds that much to like the runtime of the game, but like, I don't know, between like the fact that like it looks like a PlayStation game, like it looks like it's from like 2 gens ago, and like it's a full price fucking video game, like I don't know, I need more. I think I need more from Nintendo before I... Now, the things that have been leaked for, like, the next gen look kind of cool. Where, and, like, again, I don't know how much of that shit's gonna actually make it into the games, because it's leaked stuff. But, there's some neat stuff. Like, where, what was the one thing that I thought was cool? The one thing that I thought was really cool was they're introducing a sort of procedurally generated aspect to Pokemon, where like Pokemon that have like spots, you know, like Spinda, you know how like Spinda will have different like patterns of spots and stuff. Essentially what they're gonna do is implement that with every Pokemon. So like, for example, like Bulbasaur, right, has like the little like darker spots on it. The thing that they sort of talked about would be that like your Bulbasaur might have this pattern of spots, and another player might not. Was sort of what they were talking about. I think that's kind of neat. And like, I think it's supposed to be like based on another island chain, and the islands also might have like some procedurally generated content to them. But like, where like the routes will be a little bit different. But like, my love and joy for Pokemon the merchandising company doesn't exist, and that's okay. there are, yeah, but like I said, there's some things for like Gen 10 that look neat. I don't know if they're gonna make it into the game because, like, one, video game companies can be really weird about leaked stuff. Where, like, you know, I think about like what happened with Spider-Man. Like a bunch of stuff from like the Spider-Man game series got leaked, and I believe Sony was like, well, now you're not fucking getting any of it. And they canceled all the DLC and stuff that got leaked. So there's some neat ideas, and I don't know if they're gonna make it into the fucking game, but there's some neat ideas. The game can't run smoothly on its own upgraded console. So one of the things that was leaked is they're making a new engine that's supposed to be optimized better for running on 3D consoles. Which I don't know why that isn't already a thing, but are you lost? No, I have to redo some of our progress because I died on that one monster. Unfortunately. But fucking late for that. A little bit fucking late, yeah. That's okay. I'm having a good time talking with my friends. I don't mind doing stuff again. Skulky. Yeah, I thought maybe we'd finish this today. I guess we're not. So maybe what'll happen is on Monday we'll work on getting the rest of the furniture pieces. And we did find out today that we have to go back. We have to go back to the furniture room in order to put the furniture away. So if we want to get the best ending, we have to do that. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing on Monday, is just like combing through the game for all the furniture and stuff. A little late for that Nintendo. Maybe when the 3DS was around. I mean, I've always been of the opinion that Game Freak just wasn't prepared. Or like the Pokemon Company wasn't prepared to make a 3D game. Because, like, I look at, like, Black and White, right? Pokemon Black and White has some really cool, like, 2.5D, 3D effects in it. It's weird because some games run fine. It's mostly Pokemon, right? Yeah, Pokemon runs like garbage. And I honestly, like, with the reveal that they're, like, trying to build a new engine for the series, I'm inclined to think that perhaps they're using like a really outdated engine and it doesn't work. Maybe go back to pixels. I mean, they could, right? I mean, like, they conceivably could. And I don't think they would, like, I don't think it would be bad. I think you could do, I mean, what we're seeing now is that there's definitely like a demand for like those kinds of projects. Like, look at like the Dragon Quest remakes, or the do I need to go all the way the fuck up? I do. Oh boy. You know, look at that. Look at the indie scene right now. Like, look at like what indie games that are leaning into pixel art. They're doing some really cool shit with pixel art. Look at Castlevania. There are better looking pixel Castlevanias. There are better looking pixel Castlevanias than this one. Let us not forget how good Symphony of the Night looked, and that game came out in 1999. We are creeping closer to 20 years since Symphony of the Night came out. And like Symphony of the Night, I think still looks really good. Castlevania has real windows. Well, it's wild, right? Because this is a Game Boy Advance game, right? Like this is an outdated old system, right? It's being emulated on a PC, which probably helps, like with how it looks a little bit. Honestly, it took Game Freak a long time to even get to black and white. Look at Minish Cap. Minish Cap has tremendous, like the art design in Minish Cap is so good. I really liked that game. There were definitely some things that were frustrating about it, but like I mostly really enjoyed Minish Cap. But think about like right, like again, Symphony of the Night, 1999. Remember like the Legion boss where like you can see all the corpses like writhing around on it, and like there's all this like cool stuff. Like you can see all the butts, all the individual little butts. Okay, cool. This is what I want to do. You gonna take me to all the different rooms? Sick. All right, I don't know what that's gonna accomplish. Game Freak could have been underskilled from the start. I mean, a lot of people don't remember, like, when you look at the original Pokemon, the art is rough on those. I heard butts. There was a boss in the very first Castlevania game that we played on the channel. There was a boss that was made up a bunch of like writhing corpses, and you can see all their booties clinging to themselves. Like you can see all their butts. So it's just whipping dead butts. The designers are, like the art design has always been kind of rough, man. Like that's the thing. Like if you look at Red and Blue, right? A lot of people don't think about like how those sprites are ugly. Like the Pokemon sprites themselves in Red and Blue were kind of ugly. I was just lurking, but I heard we were talking about butts now. I was talking about that boss that we fought in Symphony of the Night that was like made of the corpses that had all the little butts out. Goldenrod City was so cluttered. Not like, that's also, was not a particularly well-designed area. But there's a lot of that. Like, there's just straight up, like, a lot of, like, sort of poor art design. I think they're getting better. But, like, they probably shouldn't be putting out, you know, they shouldn't have such an abbreviated development cycle for those games, which I think they're, you know, to their credit, they're getting better about. They're not trying to push one out like every year or every 3 years now. I think they're doing like a 5-year development cycle now moving forward, which is good. You know, it's better for them, better for the development. They need to match the timing of. Oh, I think maybe what we're going to see is I'm going to talk about this, right? If you have not watched Pokemon Concierge on Netflix, it is a wonderful, cozy television show. And the design, the character design, the character models, they're all like kind of stop motion-y. They're all like stop motion-y. And they look so cute. They look so cute. And I don't know what the fuck all these empty rooms are with the like the runes and shit. But they look so cute. And you know what they could do? They could make a game with that same art style. Right? They could just make a game that has that same art style. That's already baked in. You've already got that. You've already got a product that looks like that. I don't know. It's whatever. We talk about Pokemon being kind of disappointing a lot on the channel, and I don't want people to think that like I'm but like it's sad when you see something that like you love, right? Because like Pokemon is something that I have a lot of fondness for. And it's sad, right? Because like I don't want it to be bad. I don't want the games to not be interesting or to be weird. Like I want them to do well because like this is something that's like a big part of my life, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't into Z. The more I learned about ZA, the less I wanted to have anything to do with it. And then just like seeing all the stuff about like, you know, the game still kind of runs bad. The textures are weird. The art designs are kind of strange. Like I didn't like Mega for Alligator. Mega for Alligator is kind of bad. Mega Scrafty. Mega Scrafty is got some issues. That I don't think maybe they thought about necessarily. So I can't break that. I can't break down into here. No. Did a ranked season, so you can't actually play it casually as a side game. Arceus was closed up, but it didn't need to be ranked. The rankings, the ranked play stuff is. Well, what's wild about that is they made a big deal about the ranked play stuff, but it's actually not the point of the game. Like the ranked stuff is kind of not important. Because they like, I think you have to play like the ranking part of the story for like a little bit, which apparently has its own problems, but I can't speak to it because I've not played it. But apparently you jump like 10 places for story reasons. Like you in the rankings, like you for story purposes, you jump a bunch of ranks. So it's like, well, why do it then? If you're not gonna make them like, if you're not gonna make me do it, why is it a part of the game? They emphasized it enough to turn me off to it. I mean, hiding Mega Stones behind ranked modes is kind of shitty. All right, now that I've upped that, and I don't need to. I think I need to keep working my way. So there's an upwards entry over there. And we can go back to the doorway. Okay, cool. Man, there's so much of this game is just like read the map. Read map. But like I was telling Mark that like one of the problems that I have with it is they have Mega Scrafty, and if you guys know, Scrafty is like a lizard that's like shedding its skin, and the shed skin looks like baggy clothes, like on a thug, like a thuggish person, right? And it's kind of like a thug Pokemon. Mega Scrafty kind of illustrates what happens with lizard skins when they do start to shed. They turn white. So Mega Scrafty has a white hood with eye holes that he can wear. And I was saying, I think that the model pulls the hood down. So that it's not like it's not always up, but it is up sometimes. Why is it solid white? When lizards shed their skins, the skin loses pigment. It should be opaque. You're right, but it's not. It's white. Probably because that would be a pain in the ass to like make work. Adding more texture would be more work. Yeah. So yeah, Scrafty has a white hood. A passage somewhere has opened. Cool. Ew, it looks ugly. Yeah, but it's kind of right, like it's sort of, it's not great. Just make the item less solid. Isn't that a slider scale? Right, but maybe they don't have that. You know? Maybe they don't have the slider to use. But like there's that, and like Mega Starmie is like dumb. Oh, that just opened up the... That might be the end of the game right there. But we don't have all the furniture yet, I don't think. There's still areas we need to get to. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like Mega Starmie. I don't like... I don't like that, some of the other choices for Mega stuff, design-wise, I don't... The alpha transparency is 100% all game engine textures. Yeah. It's just a white hoodie, though. I also, yeah, in white pants. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I don't like it. I don't like that I don't like the hood up on it. The hood up on it is got a connotation that, you know, is not great. And I don't like the I don't like the Mega Stones being locked behind competitive play. I don't like the no, it doesn't. That's a purely Western perception. Yeah, I'm sure that, like, part of the issue is like cultural, right? Like, but a white, yeah, I don't like it. And I don't like Mega Starmie. And I don't like Mega Starmie. I don't like because I feel like Starmie deserves more. Because like Starmie was like kind of important, like in the, you know, in the anime and in the like the games themselves. Like Starmie was like a pretty, I know like early on at least, Starmie was like kind of a monster, and kind of maybe that's why. It just looks like a hoodie. There wasn't any intention. Wasn't that kind of intention in the design at any point? No, I'm not saying it was intended. I'm saying it looks like that, though. You know what I mean? Intention and execution are different. It's boring, though. I mean, like, and also, like, yeah, that's also kind of part of it, is like, should you be... Is it a design that's worth having this conversation over? Right? No, not particularly. Oh, another teleporter. Okay, sick. More doors. More doors, you guys. So that's the best way to get to that room. I guess we have to go all the way around. Why not make the shed like my first thought was like, why not make like UFO pants? And like have, or like why not have, did you beat this game or you're just trying to 100% it? I want to get the good ending, because we've gotten the good ending on all the Castlevania games that we've beaten so far. So I want to try and do that. And unfortunately, to do that, I have to collect all of the pieces of furniture for the empty room that we decorate. So that means I have to hit all of the, I have to go everywhere and look for all the furniture. Which I realize how that sounds. I realize how that sounds. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. It's almost just a recolor. Yeah, it's not very clever. It's not very clever. There are other things they could have done. So where would how do I get in here? This doesn't appear to be anything. Right, because we've kind of done this game where I looked at the walls. I think I need to like blast up. There it is. All right. Figured that out. Excuse me. Sorry I've been so sniffly. I'm gonna save. Right, next area. All right, is this way. And we'll probably continue our like search on Monday for more of this stuff. I feel like the only Mega that I really liked was Mega Malamar. I thought that one was cool. That, and that, like, in thematically, it was appropriate for Malamar. But other than that, I guess Mega Halucha, but Mega Halucha just looks like it put more clothes on. So like I don't know if that's like enough to justify it, you know? I was really excited about new Megas because I feel like the original run of Mega Pokemon that were in X and Y, there were some really good ones, but not quite as many winners in this game, so to speak. All right, so we need to go over here and up. I'll just keep playing ROM hacks. Really, like that's the thing, right? Like I think I'm just gonna keep playing ROM hacks. Speaking of, I think I don't know if I brought this up or not. So I think after we complete the story for Hades, I was looking at things to play, and I had thought about originally just jumping right into Hades 2, but I think maybe what we'll do instead, because I found this, there's a ROM hack out, a new Pokemon ROM hack that's a Johto hack, which are kind of hard to get like they're kind of hard to like get a hand on, because as you might know, Gen 2 was not a Game Boy Advance game. So like there are hacks of like the original like silver and gold version, but like because of the engine and like limitations and stuff, like you're not gonna get like the same sort of polish that other difficulty hacks or whatever will get. Please stop throwing knives. No. All right, that's fine. Anyway, guess I have knives now. The remakes were DS era, exactly. So like, you know, you either do DS, you ROM hack, you hack a DS game, which is much harder, from what I understand. Or, you know, like the other option is to from the ground up do do a hack for Johto. And admittedly, right, big undertaking, probably much easier to not do that, right? But I found one. I found a new one that's people seem to be impressed with. So I think we'll be looking at that. I don't think it like adds anything crazy to it. Like I don't think there's like megas or anything like that, but like cool. Yeah, I don't like this knife ability, and I'm mad that I have it. Can I do it like in the air? No. See, like there's not even like a point to this. Why you take my utility away, game? I want to fight the sword. Okay, well, thanks. Went the wrong way, of course. But of course. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were nice, though. Actually, those might be pretty high. If I were to actually do like a tier list of Pokemon games, I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver would be pretty high up on the tier list. So where the fuck? Wait. Oh, I have to go down. I'm stupid. All right. I'm stupid and I can't read a map, and the Spriggans are here and I hate the Spriggans. Hi, my wife. Oh, okay. Man, that particular magic is bad. I don't like that. Johto doesn't need megas and plenty of stuff. It had a lot of, Johto has a lot of good stuff in it. All right, that's another teleporter. If I had to guess, are these other spaces also just going to be teleporters? Because that feels accurate. It's what the rest of the game is going to be. Oh, well, there's a space down here that we've not been in Castle B. So, like, okay, let's save the game and we'll get back to it later. I wish I could cancel this knife throwing spell. Odds are yes. Yeah, I also am pretty sure that that's all that's going to be is just more teleporters. But I got to get all the fucking furniture so that Liddy likes us. That's the ending, by the way. I don't feel bad saying it, you know, spoiling it, because it's whatever. Like, the ending essentially implies that if you collect all the furniture, it essentially, like, implies that Liddy is attracted to us as opposed to Maxim, which is, like, weird, because, like, why would you be, after what happened with Maxim, right? After, with the context of what's going on in the game, like, once you're like, hey, Liddy, Maxim is the guy that got you trapped in the castle, for her to be like, oh, I don't know, Maxim seems nice, is wild to me. Oh, all right. Well, I think we'll wrap this game up on Monday, which is fun. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to our friends on YouTube. YouTube, oh my gosh, we're doing so much exploring in Castle Dracula. Whew, that took a lot. That took a lot out of me, I gotta be honest. But don't worry. We'll be finishing this game up next week. YouTube, remember to do those things that YouTube likes for you to do. Remember, you can come hang out with us on Discord. The thing that you shouldn't forget, is you got to remember to take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.